This is what happens when you feed a fighter very low quality opposition and then you finally step him up against somebody who is above him in terms of levels, in terms of skills. All right? Ryan Garcia, a lot of hype around him. He's the next Oscar De La Hoya. He's the future. And I watched some of his fights. But my biggest problem has always been with Ryan Garcia is his competition. I was never impressed with the guys he fought. All right? I mean, the best guy in his entire resume was Luke freaking Campbell. And Luke Campbell was nothing. Okay, this guy was a mediocre fighter. All right, who lost to a bunch of bums himself, Luke Campbell. So when I saw him struggle with Luke Campbell, I was like, this guy's overrated. Gervonta Tank Davis himself has not fought the best guys, but he has fought better opposition than Ryan Garcia. And because of that, he was ready, and he had more experience than Ryan Garcia. And he went in there and showed what lack of competition does to you. As soon as this fight started, after the first knockdown where Ryan got his ass knocked down, I started rooting against him. At first, I was kind of, thinking to myself, let's see if the hype's real. I was kind of buying into it, but then once he got dropped, I was like, all right, Tank, finish him off. He has no, he can't take your punch. Please don't let this fight, he can't take your power. Please don't let this fight go the distance. Knock him out. So I'm glad that he got knocked out by a body shot. Out of all things, a body shot. Because Ryan Garcia obviously became famous by knocking out Luke Campbell with a body shot. And ironically, here he gets knocked out with a body shot. Isn't that ironic? His most famous, infamous punch was that Luke Campbell liver shot, and that's what happened to him. Now, it kind of looks suspicious to me, the way he dropped. I mean, the delayed reaction. It kind of looked like he took a dive. I don't know. Like, to me, it kind of looked like Ryan Garcia took a dive, but that's not here or there. The truth is, Garcia was overrated. He was overrated. And Tank Davis kind of exposed that. I knew Tank Davis was going to win. There are levels in boxing, and there's something called fighting appropriate opposition to get you ready for this moment. And I don't think Ryan Garcia had the appropriate opposition to get him ready for somebody like Tank Davis. And even if he did, he probably would have still lost. Because what I found out in this fight is he couldn't take Tank's punches. Tank took all his punches. He couldn't take Tank's punches, though. So, Ryan Garcia is overrated. I kind of knew this. That's why it was laughable and comical to me when I heard people talking about he's the future of boxing. Man, if you thought Ryan Garcia was the future of boxing, you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to boxing.